Much of Vancouver Island woke up to a thick blanket of smoke lingering over the day. From Nanaimo through to the capital region, and many noticed that their cars were covered in ash.
My car was covered in ash, and I live in Langford near Home Depot. And there was ash on the car, and there was also ash coming down the air as well.
According to Environment and Climate Change Canada, the source of the smoke is stemming from the massive Bear Gulch wildfire, spanning nearly 5,000 hectares in size, burning in Washington State's Olympic Peninsula. As for the source of the ash, that's where the rumor mill went into full swing.
All right, well, what I can tell you is yesterday we got reports of what we call resuspended volcanic ash at Mount St. Helens.
Captured on a webcam by the US Geological Survey yesterday, ash from the volcano's 1980 eruption could be seen being lifted by a strong windstorm thousands of kilometers in the air. When Dov Bensimon with Environment Canada heard the speculation that the ash had made its way to Vancouver Island, he had his doubts.
It might extend a few tens of kilometers from the source, but it doesn't typically get transported further than that.
Bensimon believes that this is what you could call a perfect storm that speculators ran with.
Victoria is about 250 kilometers, if I remember correctly, from Mount St. Helens. That's a little further than I would expect to see ash transported, unless it was an actual eruption, which was not the case.
He says the ash that blanketed southern Vancouver Island this morning came from the same source as the smoke.
Plume from that forest fire is headed due north directly over Victoria. Of course, if someone who's seeing ash hears about Mount St. Helens, I understand why people think there may be a link, and I mean, we had to investigate to see if there was or not, and it's only after some investigation that we were able to say that no, it's two different things. It just happens to be, good or bad timing, depending on your point of view.
Putting to rest the rumor that 45 years after Mount St. Helens erupted, we are once again being blanketed by her ash. Brendan Strain, CTV News, Victoria.